Team Grill, this is Dr. Richard Trammel, and this is be my last video for you, 7 of 7 on how to build confidence. This was going to be sort of different for you, and this is one that you probably maybe have heard of in the past, but no one's probably ever spoken to you about it. They may not have. Certainly a person in my position will never speak to you in this way, but you know what? I'm going to do it, and this is the 7th way that I have identified to build athletic confidence. When I was in graduate school, these were just benchmarks, of how to build confidence. These are just fundamentals of mental skills training. And so there was one, though, that you couldn't talk about. You just simply couldn't talk about this kind of thing in academia, and that is a person's religious views. How do they feel about God, or how do they feel about religion? And did they have some kind of a spiritual, fundamental, moral base about their life? Now, morality many times has got nothing to do with religion. Some people are just moral. They're just good people, and they don't believe in a God. They just, they're more pragmatic about the world, and it is what it is, sort of thing. When you die, you die. That's it. There is no God. But that doesn't mean that they're not moral people. They have a sense of right and wrong. However, for the most part, religious people, I don't care what religion they are, morality is one of the things that is sort of coupled with, certainly in America, Christianity. And so for the purpose of this particular video, this is what I'm going to focus on, is the sense of how religion increase your athletic confidence. So again, I don't want to target any particular religion, because most religions now, most organized religions, revolve around a deity. And so for the purposes of this video, that's what I'm going to focus on. So I'm not going to focus on Christianity. I'm not going to focus on Islam. I'm not going to focus on Buddhism or anything like that. I'm going to focus then on a philosophy built around a deity. All right. And so most of the time it's going to be a God or the God, something in that neighborhood. And so with that kind of personal philosophy or societal philosophy comes confidence, and it's called faith. But the faith then is not so much faith in you, it's faith in something outside of you, bigger than you, you see. And that is, that's the moral reasoning, right, of religion, is that you have confidence in that you're going to be okay. Whether you die today or, live another 80 years, you're going to be okay, because you have faith that there is something bigger than you. This whole thing that we call life is bigger than you. You're just a part of it. And that when you're dead, then, or when you die, then you are part of another kind of, I guess, if you want to call it reality, that's fine. My point is that this kind of, confidence in something bigger than yourself can give you faith, or the faith then gives you confidence. What does that mean as far as becoming and being an athlete? How does that, where are the lines here from religion to kicking a soccer ball? Where is the line? So let's talk about it. It's called perspective, and that's what it is. So in other words, let's say that you're playing a team that, is a good team. You have never beat them or whatever. Well, the team is nervous. Here we go with this kind of negative anxiety. You're nervous about this. But you're going in there anyway. You're marching in there like soldiers. You've done your best, and here we go. We've done the best that we can do. However, with the right kind of perspective, you know that this is just a soccer game. And that's all it is. And that's all it's ever going to be. There is no world war that is going to be fought over this game. Yes, it's important to you. I get that. This is important to you. However, in the context of what is going on in the entire world, several billion people, how important is this game? How important is this game? So that if you win or lose, is it going to have an impact on world events? Is it going to have some kind of consequences for people when they lose a stadium? So if you win the game or if you lose the game, is it going to affect people a year from now, 2 years from now, 20 minutes from now, you see? And so this is called perspective thinking. So how does this impact your confidence? You can go into a game, no matter who you play, with confidence that you're going to be okay. You are going, as an individual, you're okay. You are going to be okay. Win, lose, or draw, you are okay. You're gonna be okay. Why is that? Because this game, your mortal soul here, if you believe that sort of thing, isn't in jeopardy. It's a soccer game. This is your perspective. Why is that? Because you have a giant perspective of the world. Your perspective of the entire world, your existence, does not hinge on the outcome of a soccer game. So that way, win, lose, or draw, you're okay. And your team is going to be okay. Your family's going to be okay. Your teammates are going to be okay. And that's fine. Everything is going to be just fine. I know you want to win, and I'm not trying to diminish that part. I'm not trying to diminish that at all. But this kind of thing, you can take confidence that your faith will sustain you. You can take that with you wherever you go in this world, whether it's on that soccer field, whether it's on the baseball field, whether it's on the golf course. You will be okay. Why? Because you have faith in something bigger than yourself. And that can give you confidence that this is not the end of the world. Your perspective is one of a global sense here. You have a bigger sense of yourself. You are not the center of the universe. And so because of that, because these are the teachings of your religion, is that you're going to be okay, right? This game and this season and so forth and so on, you put it where it belongs. You put it in the proper perspective, and knowing that you are not in danger at all. You are not in danger here. Again, I want to make it clear, I am not diminishing your participation in sport whatsoever. What I am saying is that some people, athletes, parents, and coaches, they take it beyond. They're hysterical when it comes to outcomes. They are absolutely beside themselves when it comes to an outcome. They put a lot of significance on winning and losing, and then that kind of thing can negatively affect their life outside of the sport if it didn't go the way they want. All right, I'll give you an example of that. Several years ago, a Bama fan, and of course I'm an Alabama alumni, he loved the University of Alabama athletics and the football program. And so our rival is Auburn University, okay? And so Auburn is an in-state college. Cam Newton went there. I mean, it's fantastic. But they're a rather in-state rival. You know, that's all it is. And so it's just a fun rivalry. It's been going on for over 100 years. Well, this guy named was Harvey Updike. Bama lost the game, right? It was an unbelievable return from a kick that Bama missed at the last second. The guy was standing out on the end zone, and the kick came up short. The field goal came up short. The kid ran it back for a touchdown. It was just an unbelievable play in Auburn history. They beat Alabama on the last play. There's 0 seconds up there. There was 1 second left in the game. Kid kicked it short. Guy caught the ball on the goal line, ran it back for a touchdown. Auburn wins the game. Unbelievable. I mean, once in a lifetime. So, it was just a heck of a thing. Well, Harvey Updike got very bent out of shape on that, and so he took some industrial strength weed killer and drove to Auburn, Alabama. And so part of their tradition, part of the Auburn tradition, is that there is an old drugstore at Toomer's Corner. And I don't know the name of the drugstore. It may be Toomer's, I think. I don't know. But anyway, there were 2 giant oak trees that had been there for decades. Those trees had been there for decades, okay? Well, the students then would roll the trees with toilet paper, and the trees would just be covered with toilet paper. This is part of their tradition. It's been going on for 30 years or something like that, And then in the morning, the maintenance people come in, pressure wash it out of there, And so, but it was a chance for the Auburn student body to come and celebrate a big win. In this case, it was over the University of Alabama. Well, Harvey didn't like that. He went over there and put this industrial chemical on the base of the trees. And over a period of time, several months, the trees died. But he called in the Paul Feinbaum show, and he bragged about that. Soon enough, the trees died, and there's nothing that anyone can do. And so, but the point is that when they asked, they arrested him and he got in big trouble, fines and all that kind of stuff. And the people in Alabama, they're just embarrassed. The university, he never was a student at Alabama, but he just said, I had too much Bama in me. So here we go with a guy that is just, he's a fanatic, and that's where the word fan comes from. And so he took it too far, right? He had so identified himself with an outcome of a football game that it affected him personally as a human being. He took offense of that kid running that ball back because it beat his team. Well, he had nothing to do with the team. He wasn't even an alumni at the University of Alabama, but he identified with the team as winning and losing. If the team wins, I'm a winner. If the team loses, I'm a loser. Right. So here we go with this kind of person, and you probably know them as well. They live and die emotionally with the wins and losses of an athletic team that they've got nothing involved with. Or sometimes they are involved with. They're their parent or something like that, and they just get totally bent out of shape. They have lost their perspective. They have no perspective in sport, right? So this takes away from their confidence. If they even have any confidence, unless it's some kind of bravado, fake confidence. But this can destroy their confidence if they don't get the outcome that they want, and they're so closely emotionally tied to the outcome of a sport that they're not even involved with, or maybe it is they're involved with it, and it affects them outside of the sport. They are totally out of perspective. And it will destroy any kind of confidence you have if you don't have the outcome that you want. But I am saying to you that if you have a belief in something that is bigger than you, and say in this case your religion, then you have the fundamentals to know that your global self-image is not predicated on a win or a loss. You are who you are, regardless of whether you play soccer or football or golf or anything else. You are the person you are. You can have confidence in that and not know that a win or a loss is going to affect you negatively or positively outside. Yeah, you're going to feel good or you're going to feel bad. That's only negative. That's only natural, because competitive people do feel a sting of defeat afterwards, or they feel jubilation afterwards. However, hopefully it doesn't affect you in the way that you see yourself, your global self-image. It doesn't affect that part of you as a person. You have the confidence and the faith to know that whatever happens, win, lose, or draw, you're going to be okay. I say it again, you will be okay. Some people are not okay. They take it very personal, right? And it hurts them deeply. They are deeply affected by a win or a loss, where it leads to depression and so forth and so on. And that's just not a healthy thing to do. As far as you personally, as an athlete, it can hurt your confidence if you attach too much significance to wins and losses. And so same thing with a win. If you feel like that after you win that you're a winner, you're too close to this thing. You are a winner whether you win or lose. As an individual, you are a winner. It does not matter what happens on the field. You are a winner. When you jog onto the field, when you jog off of the field, you're a winner. Okay? Whatever the scoreboard says, the scoreboard says. You may have won, you may have lost. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter as it relates to you as a person. You're a winner. As an athlete, you may have lost. Okay, well, we'll get them next time. If you won the game, then yes, you're the victor on that game. You congratulate yourself, your teammates. You thank your opponents for a great game, and you move on. But don't think that just because you won that game and now you're going to take on the U.S. soccer team, you'll get waxed off the field. So you'll be knocked down a peg or two, you see. So this is what I'm saying about perspective. Keep it in perspective. Keep it in faith and confidence in a religion can do that for you. It keeps your head from being so far in the cloud that you think you're not beatable, and also keeps you level as that we can't win now, it's over. None of those scenarios are true, never have been true. I know that you have known athletes in the past that think they are indestructible. Tiger Woods was one. There's been many others. Mike Tyson, all these, people that because they're great athletically, they think they're untouchable when it's outside of their sport. And we know that they are touchable, and then they've been knocked down several pegs or two. Society knocks them down, and then you see they come out on the other side. Hopefully, they're okay. This is what I mean about perspective. Those athletes at that particular time, way out of perspective. They think that they probably think they're bigger than who they really are. And then life comes along, knocks them down a little bit. And then all of a sudden they get humiliated. Then they come back, hopefully, just like both of those men did. They come back not healthier psychologically. Now they're a lot healthier. I am saying to you that you have an opportunity to get there right now. You're young enough to get there at this moment, in understanding that if you are a religious person and you believe that there is a deity, a God in this world or outside of this world, does that person, that entity, care whether you win or lose a soccer game? Think about it. Is your morale, is your self dependent on a win or a loss? Is your mortal soul, if you believe that you have one, dependent on winning a game or losing a game? And the answer, I think you know the answer to that. So if that's the case, then there you go. You can have a lot of confidence then. You can approach your sport with absolute fearlessness. No fear. What's there to fear? You don't have anything to worry about. Nothing. Zero, because you're okay. That's the confidence that a religion can give to a religious person. Faith is another word for confidence. You have the faith to know that you're going to be just fine. Win, lose, or draw, you're going to be fine because you're a winner already. You already won. The race has already been won. Yes, you will play your game to the best of your ability. If you believe there is a God, He has given you, or she has given you, the talent to go out and showcase your talent. That's part of talent. Don't put your gifts and your talent with a light shade on it. You show it to the world. Don't be ashamed of your talent. Show it to the world and let people celebrate your talent. Show them what kind of talent you have. Share your gift with the world and let us celebrate it with you. Let us see you and celebrate your talent. What a wonderful gift that you will give people like myself if you'll go out there and do your best without fear or reservation, with confidence, doing your best, and then win or lose, when you come off the field, I will shake your hand and say, well done. Great job out there. Even if you lost, I said, yeah, I know you did your best. Well done. Okay, let's move forward. Wow, what a source of confidence religion can give you. I realize that this is a controversial subject. Okay, fine. You know, I'll do it now and I'll apologize later, right? And many of you, some of you watching this, you may not believe in anything, and that's fine too. I'm just simply saying, of those of you that are watching this that have faith in a deity, call this person God, whatever religion that is, or whatever religion you practice, you can have faith in that person to know that you're going to be okay, and you're going to, and your confidence then can lie with that, and that in turn can give you a global confidence of you will be okay. And that way you have no fear. You are fearless now. What's there to fear? Losing a soccer game? Come on. That's what I'm saying. Now you're free to go forward now and play your sport the way you want to play it. You know, and if you make a mistake, okay, you figure it out and you move forward. Your captain will say, look, you did X, you should have done Y. All right, great, go back out there and do X again. And that's fine. There's no negativity, there's no berating the player, there's no putting the player down. You simply adjust and move forward. That's what a captain does. That's what teams do. That's what great teams do. They don't come down on each other. They stay positive with one another, and then they move forward. So that's what I'm saying. This is the bigger picture, the global perspective that a religion and a faith outside of yourself can give you. So, Coach Gorell, I will leave that to you, whether you want to show it or not. And if you do, fine. If you don't, that's up to you as well. So, but maybe some of your players will get a benefit from that. And if you do, the players that are listening to this, if Coach Gorell has agreed to show it to you. Hopefully that might inspire you to give you a little different perspective. But I'll leave it up to him to whether or not he wants to share that with you or not. So team, there you have it. It certainly has been my pleasure to share with you these 7 techniques to increase your athletic confidence. Again, my name is Dr. Richard Trammel. I am the lead sports psychology consultant for Level 3 Sports. My name and phone number and email address has been all through these videos. If you ever have any questions or any other comments, just please shoot me an email and I'll be more than happy, or give me a call. I'll be more than happy to get back with you. So I'm wishing you all the luck in the season and even in your life. And my hope is that you will continue on with success in the future. In fact, you're already a success. I know I can sort of feel that because you got such a terrific coach that has reached out and cares enough to do this. So again, good luck to you in the season. I'm wishing you all the luck in the world, and I'll talk to you soon. And thank you.